What's up, guys? This is part 5 of the Dark Souls walkthrough, and I'm going to go ahead right off the bat and mention a few things so you guys might not get a little confused. But it's taken me a while to upload the 5th edition of this installation rather, of the Dark Souls walkthrough because my computer had crashed and I had lost all of my recorded data. And what had happened was that I was farther ahead in recording than what I had on YouTube. I was going to go through and put the voiceovers on and upload it and everything like that. So in game I was past like the depths and everything, and I had recorded data and stuff, and then my laptop crashed, so I lost all that recorded data. So I had to remake the character, get back to where we were. So the character's a little bit different, roughly about the same stats from what I remember. Still using a bow and the Drake sword and everything. And so I got back, beat the Moonlight Butterfly again, and here we are continuing. We're just gonna pretend like it's the same character, same name, virtually the same stats, and now I'm recording on a much more powerful machine, my new Alienware Aurora R4, 32 gigs RAM, 3 terabyte hard drive memory and everything. Well, I'm not gonna get into the specs. Just suffice it to say, it's a badass computer capable of far better computing than what I was working with before, so maybe it was a good thing that happened, maybe it wasn't. But so I'm going to briefly talk about what we're going to be doing in this episode, and we are going to be obviously giving our ember here to Andre that we just collected from the Moonlight Butterfly. Then we're going to be going down into the Dark Root Basin and doing a little cleanup down there, taking care of the Dark Knight that's guarding a pretty valuable shield for most players in this game. So the Grass Crest shield helps with your stamina regeneration and everything. We're going to take care of Havel the Rock. We're going to get his ring, which is going to hopefully allow us to wear better gear. Then we are going to take care of the Hydra, a mini boss that is seems to give me a difficult time sometimes, and he's not that hard of a creature to beat. He just, I don't know. Sometimes there's characters on this game that you yourself might have a hard time with, but somebody else may find rather trivial, easy. And I normally find the Hydra pretty easy, but he did give me a little bit of trouble in this playthrough, so bear with me. Then we're going to take care of the Golden Golem, and that will be the end of this episode, episode 5. And so here we are, heading down into the Dark Root Basin. You're going to notice the first thing that I'm going to do is take care of an upgrade lizard, shining lizard, whatever they're really called in game. I have no clue. But this one flees really quick and he burrows into the ground, so you may need to claw your controller to lock onto him and do a sprinting attack before he burrows into the ground and he disappears. But easy enough, and you collect your upgrade material. And we're gonna continue further down into the Dark Root Basin. So yeah, I do apologize, guys, for the lateness of this episode, but I hope you understand the technical issues I was running into, technical difficulties and everything, and the stress of me being in college currently kind of weighs on my ability to play as much as I would like to, but I'm gonna work around it. So here's our first guy, Black Knight. He's the guy that's guarding the Grass Crest shield and our bonfire that we're going to work from down here in the Dark Root Basin. So I'm going to lure him up here. This is what I like to do. I like to lure him up to this area, and I'm going to fall off the ledge. But the funny thing is you can see he follows me. So not the most beautiful way to take care of him, and I apologize because I'm sure some of you guys may have wanted to see me actually engage in combat against him, but when I was asked if I was going to keep this in footage, I said hell yeah, you know, because that's kind of a cool way to take care of him, you know. I've never seen that before, so get a quick laugh out of it, out of my stupidity and his greater stupidity for following me over the ledge. In-game AI sometimes shits itself, for lack of a better term, and he shit himself and chased me right over the ledge. And I got the upgrade material, which I didn't think would be the case. I figured that blue Titanite was gonna be lost to the ages because he fell down into the abyss with me. So I got the blue Titanite and he's taken care of. So I'm not gonna complain. This guy dropped something. What is it? The guys in the forest are great for harvesting the moss clumps that become much more useful later in game, especially the purple moss clump and sparkling purple moss clump, or blooming moss clump rather. They become much more relevant later in the game when you get to the depths and Blight Town, where you start running into poison and toxic much more. But if you need any, this is a good place to harvest it, obviously, from those demon foliage enemies. I'm gonna collect my souls. It's still pretty funny that he just completely chased me over the ledge. You know, it's not like he was in mid-attack and chased me over the ledge, you know. I fell, and there was a good 2-second interval between me falling and him chasing me, you know, so pretty interesting stuff. So here's the bonfire I was speaking of that he was guarding. I'm going to go ahead and light it. And I like to kindle this bonfire because this is the bonfire I work out of from everywhere in the Dark Root Basin. I take care of Havel, all the crystal golems, the Golden Golem, the Hydra, the feral cats, all the way to the mushrooms, the ember, and eventually Sif the Great Grey Wolf. So I do like to kindle this bonfire. And there's the grass crest shield I was speaking of. I'm going to grab that. Good shield. I'm not going to use it though, because I have my dragon crest shield, which I like better, because it has 100% physical damage reduction. I believe the grass crest shield has like 95%, which is still very good, so not a shield to be taken lightly. And it regenerates your stamina, as I said, which is the reason most people use it. So up ahead is our tower that Havel is in. If you remember from, I believe it was probably the second episode, I showed you the door that leads down to him, and this is the door that leads up to him. Well, rather, to him, directly to him, same level, but leads up to the door that I showed you in the second episode. So let's go ahead and take care of Havel. He's right in here. You want to run straight through this door because he hides right there, and he will pummel you if you just walk through nonchalantly. I like to do a lot of rolling backstabs to him. He swings the Dragon Tooth, which is one of the most powerful weapons in the game when upgraded. It just swings rather slow, and yeah, so it's easy to dodge, roll behind him, and get some backstabs. He has a lot of recovery frames too, so makes it that much easier. Just beware when you get hit from that, especially if he's two-handing it. If he's two-handing it, it normally one hits you. Not trying to have any of that at this point. Oh, I rolled late on that one, but I still, and there it is. That's one-handed. Or was that two-handed? I don't remember. But, I think that was two-handed. I'm surprised that didn't kill me. One hit. So he's gonna head back in there. I'm gonna run by him again. Heal up one more time. And is that the end of him? No, he's getting up for more. That's the end of him. So, good fight, Bishop. Havel the Rock. But I'm going to collect your ring, and I'm going to see what I can wear with it. Let's add this ring. This ring adds a lot of extra equipment load, if you notice there. So I'm going to see if I can put my Elite Night leggings on now. That should still be fast rolling now. Yeah, buddy. Fast rolling. Throw on some gauntlets, too. I know I'm going to be fast rolling with those. Yep. Alright. So, here we go. better defense statistics and still fast rolling, higher poise. So let's take care of these crystal golems and get down into the lake and fight the Hydra. I like to lure these guys out one at a time. They can overwhelm you if you get too many of them on you at one time, but should you accidentally get too many of them on you, it's not the worst situation you could find yourself in. Their attacks are mighty slow, so the evasion isn't that tough when you're getting swarmed by a group of them. You can still dodge fairly easily, so it's just easier to take them on one-on-one. There's 4 of them total here if you couldn't see all of them. You gotta watch out for that ice club thing too. It'll do some damage. They also have an AoE attack you want to watch out for, which does a lot of damage, where they rear both fists back and try and pound the ground, and it'll just raise crystals up out of the ground around them, and it's a pain when you get hit by it. It really is. Then they have an uppercut attack, some regular jabs, then that ice club thing. But other than that, you know, pretty simple, straightforward, cut to the chase type of enemy. This jumping attack, which seems to never hit. There's their uppercut. And he was right there. Looked like he was going for his AoE attack, but I staggered him mid-animation, so didn't quite get to see it there, but maybe this one. Lure him up here, away from the Hydra. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Alright, let's go. Ow. That's what I'm talking about. Caught me on the backlash for that one. Caught me again. What in the world? Should stagger him here pretty quick. There we go. Or just completely kill him. Alright, so next is the Hydra. Let's go take him on. The Hydra is not the toughest enemy, but he's definitely nothing to take lightly. Much like anything in Dark Souls. Sometimes the toughest part of fighting the Hydra is getting to him, because he can take you out just one hit of his magic while you're running down to him. That's not ever what you want. But once you get into the lake with him, he does his melee attack much more, which is complete and utter garbage, as you can see. Just wings all of his heads around. Then you gotta chop him off. Or if you have a bow or magic, you can just shoot him from a distance. I'm not using the bow quite yet. Should be. As you can see, sometimes though, he has a rough time deciding whether he wants to swing his heads at you or shoot magic at you, which can be a pain in the ass. Ultimately, what normally ends up killing you is that you just get caught up rolling or something, and he shoots magic at you. Maybe you're not expecting it. Ultimately, when he's just swinging his heads at you, he's complete and utter garbage. Should be a couple hits away from cutting that head off too. Or I'm just gonna die. That's what I'm talking about, right there. That's fucking frustrating. Excuse my language. What is that, man? Could have sworn I was in my iframes, but apparently not. So, gonna point him down, and that's what's gonna happen to him this time. Let's go take care of him. My biggest issue with this game sometimes, though, is when I die, I get very, very frustrated, and I get extremely cavalier. And then I'll go out there and get killed more because I'm playing worse. I don't harness my frustration and become a better version of myself in this game, I should say, I guess. I play worse. And as you can see, I'm not going to even worry about luring them out one by one this time. I'm just going to take them out any way possible. I don't even care if the Hydra's shooting at me, really. I just want to get back down there and crush the Hydra for killing me. So, here we go. Should be a 3-on-1 situation, and you can see what it's like. As I said, it's not the most dire situation you're gonna find yourself in should you be swarmed by tougher enemies. Like the dogs, for instance, in Blight Town, or the crystal golems and the Duke's archives. Those ones are much tougher than these ones. But actually, the ones in the Duke's archives are still not that impressive. There's a Golden Golem there too that you gotta take. Ouch. It's not looking too bright for me right now. I gotta take one of these guys out, and I'm choosing you. You're next. Oh, you're next. Now you're next. Alright, so let's go give the Hydra round 2. This time, I don't like his chances. Not one bit. Hide behind this wall one more time. Hopefully he doesn't hit the tree this time and cause some damage. Seen that last time he hit that tree right there. Oh. Do be careful when you're rolling in the water, though. When you're rolling towards him, there's actually a drop off. I found that out the hard way when I first started trying to kill. When I first encountered the Hydra, really, I tried to run up to him and found out that there's a drop off. Fall to your demise. You just run straight at it. Sometimes you can see it when I get close to it. See it I can actually see it right now. I'm not sure if you can. It's about 10 or so feet out in front of me. You can see the drop off. I didn't realize it at first. I just ran right off the ledge. Here we go, though. Already got one head down. He's committing to his melee attack, so it's much better. Another head down. Much more fortunate for us, but he's completely missing impressive stuff. All of his heads would be 20 yards away in this stupid water that restricts your movement. Uses so much stamina to get to him that you only have so much left to be able to swing. Just an all-around frustrating enemy, really. There's another Hydra you fight in the path of the dragon. Well, the way to the path of the dragon covenant. You might as well just call it the path of the dragon. And that Hydra I like fighting much better because you're on land. Doesn't restrict your movement so much. I guess it's an interesting element though. It does make this fight a little tougher. Little. Say a little keyword. So what are we down? 3 heads? Alright. Now he's gonna start winging magic at me. Prick. 2 heads. I'm gonna stop counting down for you. Assuming that you guys can all count in reverse. But these 2 right here though. These 2 are very annoying because he doesn't even try to hit you. He just throws them out there and then you gotta chase him down. It gets annoying. This is where you're liable to accidentally flip off the damn ledge when you're chasing this thing. There it goes. So, this one's much easier to deal with. That other one is frustrating because he throws his head so close to the drop-off point. Sometimes you might find yourself trying to flip over there to... Oh, man. Skyrim style, just swallow me like the dragons do on that. Alright, collect this. Knight stuff. It's not elite knight stuff, just regular knight stuff. Yep. And then we're gonna go take on the Golden Golem, our last foe for this episode. Golden Golem, I believe, is tougher than the Hydra. I like to do unlocked combat against him. You can find yourself rolling into some awkward predicaments if you're locked onto him. So I just prefer going completely unlocked. Just stay right out of range of his attacks, roll into him, get a hit, roll away. Stay out of the range of his attacks. Roll in, get a hit, get away. Just rinse, wash, repeat. But if you come around this corner and he's not there after you've defeated the Hydra and everything like that, just do what I'm doing. Quit your game and reload it, and he should be standing there. And this Golden Golem is one of the prerequisites to accessing the downloaded content if you have it, the Artorias of the Abyss addition to this game, which is a great addition, by the way. If you don't have it, get it. And yeah, you have to beat this Golden Golem and the other Golden Golem, and kill a Crystal Golem in the Duke's Archives, which gives you a I don't remember what he gives you. Something that Manus of the Abyss wants, so he swallows you. But there he is, the Golden Golem. What's up, buddy? Man, it's bothering me. I can't remember what the little artifact thing is that you get from that Crystal Golem. It's not... Whatever. Is it the strange amulet? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll tell you when I get it later on in this walkthrough. Because I am going to be doing the downloaded content in this walkthrough. FYI. For anyone who's interested. But this is what I'm speaking of when I say stay out of range of his attacks, roll in, get a hit, roll away. Notice I'm unlocked. His AoE is much smaller than the regular golems, but his attacks do much more damage, so you just want to be careful, be wary of that. Oh, like that. And that's the end of him. And this is Dusk, who he was holding captive.
So, is thou most gracious.
She'll
I
tell you
am
a little bit
dust.
about
I
herself,
come
and
from an age long
she ends up
before
becoming a
self.
merchant for you until
Before I
she
my
disappears back to
home,
Ulasil and the downloaded
my
content and all that
hope
stuff.
is
She
would this
sells
be of assistance to thee?
some decent stuff,
My heart,
catalysts,
then I
some
shall.
pretty
Thou art
cool
a
magic
knight,
that you
seems
can
at my
use in
task.
PvP pretty well. I believe she sells the what is that thing called? That one, I don't know what the spell's called, but you can cast it and then you effectively become chameleon. That's what it's called. You effectively become like a piece of the environment, and you can blend in with the environment and surprise enemies. It's pretty good. And so I'm gonna level up real quick, and then I'm gonna let you guys go, and we will pick this up later for episode 6. But I thank you guys again for joining me, and I will see you guys next